It is exactly 11:55 p.m. The sky is completely overcast, there's absolutely no moon in sight, and every so often a massive flash of lightning lights up an entirely desolate road. And riding straight into this perfect storm is a young guy named Raghav, just heading back to his village after a late shift. He literally has no idea that he is about to step straight into a nightmare. What we're looking at today is a brilliant piece of modern lore. It perfectly blends those classic ghost story tropes with this idea of an inescapable localized curse, creating an atmosphere of just pure dread.
And it all really hinges on this. We don't take money from first-timers, because the price is collected later. I mean, wow, that single, terrifying quote is the hook for this entire ordeal. Just imagine being completely stranded, finding this abandoned gas station, and having a creepy, unblinking old man deliver that exact line to you out of the dark. It brilliantly establishes the transactional nature of the curse we're going to break down today. We're looking at the mechanics of a supernatural trap that literally bends time, space, and reality itself. So, Section 1, Stranded in the Dark. The inciting incident kicks off when Raghav is cruising down this empty highway. I mean, for kilometers, there isn't a single human, no cars, not even a roadside dhaba anywhere in sight. And then, out of nowhere, a huge crack of thunder startles him, and his bike just starts jerking. The engine coughs, he looks down at his meter, and the fuel is just completely gone. In a matter of seconds, his bike dies entirely, leaving him totally stranded in this deathly silence. And the cruel irony of where he broke down is pretty striking. Right as the bike dies, his headlight catches this rusty, decaying sign on the side of the road, and it reads, Sharma Petrol Pump 500 meters. Now, if you know the local internet lore, or even just the village whispers, you know this specific station has been closed for years. The legend says it's a deeply cursed place, and anyone who makes the mistake of stopping there after midnight, yeah, they never return the same. Which brings us to Section 2, the free petrol. After about 5 minutes of exhausting pushing, he sees it, a faint, flickering yellow light piercing through the darkness. Pure curiosity and a lot of desperation push him forward. And the station? It's a complete ruin. We're talking broken walls, rusted dispensers, overgrown weeds everywhere. But there's this one single old bulb flickering in the wind. Raghav calls out, and from the deep shadows, an old man emerges. He's wearing this dusty, ancient uniform, his face is just covered in wrinkles, and his eyes, they just stare unblinking at Raghav.
And right here is where we see the first major supernatural anomaly. So Raghav asks for 200 rupees worth of fuel. The old man doesn't say a word. He just walks right over to a fuel dispenser that is clearly, visibly rusted and dead. Yet when he squeezes the handle, petrol actually flows into Raghav's tank. A massive chill runs down Raghav's spine because, well, how can a dead machine dispense fuel? It's that classic horror trope of the impossible object signaling to us that Raghav has officially crossed the threshold into something supernatural. Obviously relieved, but thoroughly creeped out, Raghav tries to hand over his 200 rupees, but the old man refuses with this slight, totally unnatural smile, citing that weird rule about first-timers. So Raghav frantically kickstarts his bike, which, miraculously, roars to life on the very first try, and as he's pulling away, the old man calls out from behind him with this ominous warning. Son, if anyone asks for a lift on the way, do not stop. Raghav just nods and speeds off into the pouring rain. Section 3, The Highway Ghosts. This is where the psychological horror really escalates. About 10 minutes down the road, the rain is really picking up. Suddenly, caught right in his headlights, is a woman in a white sari standing dead in the middle of the road. Her long hair is scattered over her face, and she raises a hand for a lift. Raghav remembers the warning, panics, hits the accelerator, and blows right past her. But seconds later, the back of his bike suddenly becomes unnaturally heavy. It's exactly as if someone just sat down right behind him. He frantically checks his rearview mirrors. Nothing. Just empty road. He's desperately trying to convince himself it's just his imagination. But then, a woman's voice whispers right into his ear. I want to go home too. Raghav's blood runs absolute cold. His bike's headlight instantly dies, plunging him into total darkness, and the engine stalls out. He whips out his phone to turn on the flashlight, and he sees the woman again. But where her face should be, it's just a black void. Suddenly, a hand as cold as ice clamps onto his shoulder, and a voice whispers this chilling command into his ear. Now, this piece of folklore has a really fascinating modern twist. The haunting actually weaponizes his own technology against him. Raghav's phone, which is literally his only lifeline right now, instantly drops to 2% battery before glitching out completely.
Then it displays this impossible black and white photo from maybe 30 or 40 years ago. It's a picture of the Sharma petrol pump, the creepy old man, and standing right there in the group, it's Raghav himself. And before his brain can even process that, a video just starts playing on its own. It shows Raghav getting the petrol, driving off, and then dying in a horrific, bloody crash. This entity isn't just physically haunting him, it's using a digital medium to show him that his fate is inescapable. Section 4. Trapped in Time. Raghav goes into pure survival mode here. The bike somehow starts again, and he is absolutely flying down the highway at 100 kilometers per hour. He refuses to look back, even as this icy entity on the back of his bike keeps demanding to know why he took her petrol. But as he's racing forward, the actual landscape starts warping. The highway turns into this dense, terrifying forest of towering trees and pitch-black bushes. And all around him, disembodied voices echo through the rain. A crying child, a laughing old woman, screaming men. It's utter chaos. Desperate for an escape, he spots a glowing red light way off in the distance. He's thinking, finally, a village, some kind of sanctuary. He slows down, praying for safety, but as the light comes into focus, his heart just stops. It isn't a village at all. It's the neon red welcome sign of the exact same Sharma petrol pump. And the old man is standing right there under that yellow bulb, smiling, and just says, "You're back." Raghav realizes he's trapped in a spatial loop, which is a deeply unsettling narrative device because it completely destroys any hope of simply outrunning the nightmare.
And as if the spatial loop wasn't bad enough, we have a severe temporal anomaly at play here too. The old man taunts him, asking if he even knows how long he's been there. Now, Raghav has been pushed to his absolute physical and mental limits. He feels like he's been running and driving for well over half an hour. But when he looks down at his wristwatch, it reads exactly 12:18 a.m. If we map this out on a timeline, it reveals the true nature of this trap. So Raghav's bike died at 11:55 p.m., right? It is now 12:18 a.m. That means only 23 minutes have passed in the real world, yet the old man, the ghosts on the highway, the rusted machines, they all actually belong to a massive tragedy that occurred decades ago, back in 1998. Raghav's present reality has just violently collided with the cursed history of this location. Section 5. The 1998 Fire. The old man tells Raghav he's basically got one choice: go inside the ruined office building, or by morning, his soul is going to join the dozens of ghosts who are now crowding the misty highway, just waiting for him. Raghav, with literally no strength left in his legs, walks toward the half-broken door. The old man casually hands him a lantern, and the very moment Raghav steps inside, the door violently slams shut on its own, locking him in total darkness. Inside, the physical details act like clues in this bizarre, supernatural cold case. The room absolutely reeks of wet earth, old engine oil, and rot. Over on the wall, there's a calendar that is completely stuck in the year 1998. And sitting right there on a desk is a thick, dust-covered register. The title on the front? Account of Those Who Took Petrol. As Raghav nervously flips through the pages, he sees names, dates, and next to every single name, just one word: finished. Out of nowhere, Raghav hears a child crying. He raises his lantern, and there's a young boy in old, tattered clothes just huddled in the corner. The boy slowly raises his head, revealing these completely white, pupilless eyes. He introduces himself as Mohan. And when Raghav asks him who that terrifying old man outside actually is, Mohan drops his horrifying revelation. He isn't an old man, he is dead. Mohan points his shaky finger toward a faded newspaper clipping glued to the wall, revealing the dark, twisted lore of the station. The headline screams, July 17, 1998, 6 dead in massive fire at old petrol pump. Mohan explains that the station owner, this guy named Hariram, used to steal and sell illicit petrol. One night, a fire broke out. And because the employees had discovered his secret, Hariram actually locked the doors from the outside and let them all burn alive just to cover up his crimes. That murderous owner, Hariram, yeah, that's the old man outside. Section 6. The Final Confrontation. So the crucial point to understand here is that Hariram is not a survivor of that fire. He actually died later, and his evil spirit remained tied to the pump. Now, every single year, he traps new souls at the station to feed the curse. Raghav flips to the very final page of that dusty ledger, and his breath catches in his throat. Written on today's date is his own name, Raghav. But right next to his name, the space is completely empty. Let's quickly break down the exact mechanics of this trap.
As Mahan explains, this register is a literal cursed ledger. Hariam gives first-timers that free petrol to establish a supernatural debt. Remember that quote from the beginning? The price is collected later? Well, the price is the victim's soul. If Hariam writes the word finished next to Raghav's name in this ledger, the deal is done. Raghav's fate is sealed, and he will remain at the station as a ghost, trapped on that rainy highway forever.
But Mohan actually offers a tiny sliver of hope, and he distills the survival mechanics into two very strict rules. First, Raghav has to fiercely guard that register and ensure the word finished is never written next to his name. Second, and this is the hard part, he has to outsmart the entity. He must force Hariram's spirit to remember his own actual death. Doing that breaks the delusion of power the ghost holds over this realm.
As Mohan suddenly vanishes and the windows of the office slam shut, the lantern in Raghav's hand begins to flicker wildly. From the darkest corner of the room, Hariram's chilling voice echoes out, "We've talked enough." Raghav slowly turns around to face the murderous spirit. Now, knowing the rules of the curse is one thing, but can a mere mortal actually execute this plan under pressure? Can he really outsmart a demonic entity that has been feeding on human souls for decades? Well, what do you think? Thanks for joining this explainer, and stay curious, if you dare.